All right.
And we're live. Big up. Welcome to That Smoke Show. Episode number 33. Yeah, man. Welcome, Potent Ponics. How you doing, brother?
How's it going? Working from the office this morning. Getting some stuff going. How
Awesome.
you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. I am currently watching fires in the forests on all sides of me. I've been off work for the last 2 weeks because of the forest fires here. It's getting pretty crazy. They're about 30 kilometers to the west of me, about 50 kilometers to the north of me, and about 30 kilometers to the south of me. There's a fire. So where bags are packed, won't be leaving the beans behind like Subcool did. We'll be taking them all with me. So, so that's what's going on with me. Yeah, man. And we have the American One joining us. Welcome, American One.
Hello, Wes and Potent. How you guys doing tonight?
Good. How's it going, man?
Awesome,
Still
man.
alive. It got cold here, man. Last night and tonight, it's like 40, a little over 40 right now. I'm not digging it. Because it was like, we hit 70 a couple times, and I was getting used to that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So, Wes.
What's going on?
Are you looking out the window like a
Dude,
crackhead, every 5 seconds, making sure
man, like I saw the one, like I saw the big one that's over like west of me in Fox Creek. I saw it like start up, and I was like, man, everyone was just like calm, like we were coming back to work the next day. I'm like, guys, we're not going to be here for a while. Like last time I saw one of these rip through, I'm like, it was like a couple weeks and we had to come back. And yeah, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Our firefighters are spread too thin, and like Trudeau doesn't really care for our province because it's not one that supports him. So he's always slow to offer aid to this province. That's for sure.
I don't like Trudeau.
Captain Blackface?
Captain Blackface.
Captain Blackface.
I'm just saying, like once, okay, maybe you were unaware.
Once you made a mistake, yep. You can make once is passable. 3 times
Second time, you definitely got scolded about it. The third time, okay, dude.
But now you're rubbing it in, right?
Yeah. Just saying.
There's another weird ass picture of him on the internet. It's like some like a lion or a cheetah like pajama costume. He's bizarro. I don't know where these people come from.
Hey man, don't need to knock the man for wearing a onesie.
Well, that's true too. I have worn a onesie at some point in my life.
I always wear a onesie on Shambhala day onesie. You got to wear a onesie.
Onesies? Is that what I'm walking into the conversation?
Hey.
Oh, it's not a onesie. All right, I have the picture actually. If I could share a screen, I'll show it to you.
It should be good to go.
It's not in decent exposure, but it's not a good picture to look at.
Did anyone send a coot?
I did. I assume he's not available tonight.
No, that's fine. I just want to make sure you got it.
I make a point of sending it over now. Now you gave me the email. I make sure it gets over there every day. Because I love when Coot shows up here. It's always good fun.
I appreciate it because I've been in the mornings and stuff now. On Thursdays, I'm busier than I was before. So.
Yeah, man. It's
actually
good catching up with him.
I know for a fact that Wes is a big fan of the onesie.
All right.
Wes in a onesie.
That's right. That's Scooby-Doo. Who doesn't want to party with Scooby-Doo?
That's a scary color tone. You know what I mean? If you like just glimpse at it for a second, it like looks
the
like
other guy looked like Batman for a second because of the flash glare.
Oh man.
So yeah, let me share screen, Poet. I want to show. I want to.
Oh, sorry. Do I not have it turned on? Hold on, let me make sure. Let me check the settings on this shit.
You know, well, yeah, we could all judge the photo. I'm pretty sure it's a real photo.
We got some fun topics today. I figured we could touch on the Thai elections going a little better than everyone kind of expected, and then also this wonderful event that happened with Forbes and Rebel Drone this week, which was utterly hilarious.
Am I sharing screen right now?
There
That's
you
a little
go.
different than a onesie, isn't it?
It's like a
Man.
0.5.
It looks like a real picture, right?
He had to cut up a Tigger doll to do that, man.
Somebody did something. That took effort. He's got his spidey tighties on.
That's got to be real. That's real, right?
Is
That's
that
definitely real. That's Trudeau. There's no way.
This
that's
is the
not
guy
real.
running the Canadians, man. It's actually Klaus Schwab who's actually running the Canadian government. But
100%. But the funny thing is, if that isn't a real photo, I bet you it was Justin Trudeau who photoshopped it to make the photo.
I bet he was sad he missed the opportunity.
now, if he had a pacifier in his mouth, it would explain a lot more. But he didn't. So
Yeah, it's
know, if
probably
you're at a
more likely
rave-
to have a cock in his mouth, unfortunately.
if he was at a rave or something, you can almost give him a
Well, I'll
little
tell you what,
leeway.
there's actually a lot of political lore around Justin Trudeau and his family and his mom.
his father,
getting
Castro.
His
gangbanged
dad,
by-
Castro. Yeah,
his dad,
exactly.
Castro.
So
I mean,
yeah, but apparently there's like multiple people mentioning that they used to like gangbang Trudeau's wife. Well,
oh yeah,
there was
no.
a band that used to do it.
They divorced over infidelity. They divorced over infidelity, but apparently they were swingers. But she liked to party without him a bunch.
Yeah, yeah, she swung quite
Allegedly.
hard. Allegedly in Minecraft.
Yeah,
Sure, he
Minecraft.
wasn't sitting home doing nothing.
That
No,
in
people thought
Minecraft
he was
thing
like
great.
gay. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They were all taking cock in that place. Like, no matter which way you swung a cock, someone was going to jump on it at the Trudeau house.
that's what. That makes sense. Oh, and he's such a liar, dude. I didn't like. Yeah, let me go in a little rant here. I love America,
Dude,
right? I thought
He said he
when
drank out of water boxes. Like, you have no idea the extent of the bullshit this guy comes up with. It's fucking, yeah.
yeah.
He is the most ridiculous human in power.
Well, I've told the story. I
Is
thought
the water box man.
if America ever went south or whatever, like where it wasn't livable, I could always move to Canada.
No,
Boy, was
man.
I wrong.
Oh
I thought
boy, were you
Canada
wrong.
or Australia.
I think
right?
Mexico is a better option.
Yeah, I think you're right. So then when COVID hit, reality hit me in the face. And I realized that, yeah, man, there is no other place. Maybe Sweden or Switzerland, they were saying. But there is no place. There's no other place like America. And we're starting to lose our grip, man.
Yeah, the
man.
world is everly rapidly changing place. You know,
Yeah. It's changing drastically and quickly.
well, let's put it this way: my brother just sold his boat, and so my brother loves his boat. You know what I mean? That I don't think he did that out of like, I think
I'm
things
getting
are
a bigger
a
boat.
little bit harder in Canada. You know what I
Let's buy a
mean?
bigger boat.
He could be buying a bigger boat. That would be something he would do. Make it seem like he's having hard times. Oh God, I had to sell my boat. Get a bigger boat.
Buy a big boat, sell the house too, live on the boat.
There you go. See,
Well, that's the funny thing.
There's
like,
no
he
property
sells
tax on a
houses.
boat, man.
You can't smuggle in your house. You can smuggle on a boat.
Exactly, man.
You can escape on a boat. You can't escape in your house.
True.
No,
can
that's true.
Dump a body off your boat. You can't dump a body off your house.
Yeah, but you you could leave your house there and come back and it's just not there anymore.
This is true. This is true.
Someone can steal your house also.
Yeah.
In fact, it's so funny. We talk about like laughing about this, but there is an ever growing culture of people living on boats and in their cars and shit now. It's like,
Oh, it's fucking sad. It's sad. And like, yeah, the just distance, how hard it is for young people to become homeowners nowadays, and getting harder and harder and harder. And it's like nobody's doing shit about fixing it. It's like, man, we got everything. We got everything to fucking do housing. The problem is the government doesn't do housing well. They make housing, and it turns out being projects.
Well, the United States needs to stop letting foreigners buy so much property. Like,
Well,
straight
that's
up.
fucking true. 100%. 100%.
That's what
How much
Canada's
farmland does does America own in China? Zero.
There is no
Zero.
farmland in
And
China,
there's
I
like
don't think.
400, there was it 386,000 acres that they own in the United States. Like, that's fucking
Dude,
crazy.
Texas
bro,
just
they
passed a
call
law.
Vancouver,
Dude, they
Vancouver
own the
for a
port.
reason, bro.
They own the port in fucking California. They own the major port in California there.
Dude, I believe Texas just made a law that
Yeah.
out of state or not U.S. citizen, you have to be a U.S. citizen to buy land.
Yeah. That was
So
like this
that-
week they did that.
Yeah, that was
Listen,
that was
I'm not against them foreigners having the ability to buy it, but that they need to restrict it the way like Thailand, Canada does. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Canada
yep.
doesn't restrict it, bro. You should see
Well,
all
No,
Canada-
the
man,
Canada
dude. If you show
used
up with
to.
money, you
Canada-
come with money, you can buy your citizenship here, man. They invented
Yeah,
that
a
shit.
million. It's $1
Well,
million
if you come with
deposit.
money anywhere.
They give it back to you, but you give them $1 million. I can't remember how long it's for, and they give you a citizenship on the spot. And
Well,
the Chinese government subsidizes you, will give you money to buy a house and a business in Canada. So that's crazy. Canadian government isn't giving me no money to buy a house in Thailand.
No.
You know.
I'm gonna go talk to the Chinese. I'll move to Canada.
Apparently, the cartels and the Chinese have something now where the Chinese fly to Mexico and get this app. And it's like almost like Pokemon Go, but for like smuggling yourself into the States. And you like follow this route and do the missions and shit. Like come to this crosswalk and talk to the guy in the yellow jacket. He'll tell you to get in the van and all that type of shit. But yeah.
That's interesting.
Go to Walmart, find the van that says free puppies.
Yeah, like literally. Oh, speaking of funny shit, I heard you've seen the movie Idiocracy.
Hell
You
yeah.
mean the fortune telling movie?
All right,
Yeah.
the guy making the
Future
costumes
now,
for
yeah.
the future, right? He looked for the stupidest shoes.
Shoes, yep, I
ever
saw that.
wear. Like he looked for something no one would ever fucking buy because they look so stupid. They made it, they put it in the movie, and the guys are like, shouldn't we like change the design or something? He's like, no one will ever buy these. They will never catch on. Do you know what those shoes were? Crocs.
Yep.
So speaking of hilarity, Wes, do you wanna put up the Forbes article? We'll start with
all
that.
right.
And we'll go into all the bullshit.
You
that
know,
came
I
from it.
should have got that fucking pull. Give me a second. I'll pull it up here.
All right. So
Pull it up, Jamie.
Forbes did a whole article on the Emerald Cup, and then like left out fucking winner of the Breeders' Cup Award, who had won it 3 years in a row or whatever for the first time. No one's ever done it. And then also he was the breeder for the winningest strain, like his genetics. So it was like, how the fuck do you leave that guy out? You know? So, and then so he wrote, Rebel Grown wrote them a really polite letter going like, hey, I'd really appreciate it if you could like add us. It's be like, we're kind of the most winningest person at the whole cup, and you can quantify that a couple different ways. And real polite message. He posted it on Facebook or Instagram, and then and then this lady went off like, how dare you tell me how to write my articles, and rah, rah. And it was like, lady, he was really polite and chill, and we're gonna go off on him. Like, like a fucking crazy person. Like all he did was like ask you to make an edit, like, and it's a one you absolutely should have had right the first time anyway. Like, what are you doing? And then she just exploded on him, and so he just went and posted it. It's fucking hilarious. I don't have chat open right now.
Here's
So,
the.
yeah, what did the article highlight? The cookies organization or what?
No, I don't. You'll see in a second.
Okay, yep.
But basically, just they left out.
They left out the cultivators. They left out the
Yeah, none of
cultivator
the
completely.
breeders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, Rebel Grown just crushed it too. He
His original message was very polite and well thought out, and then her response was like someone.
Here, I'll
on
pull up the
meth.
Oh, it does say Rebel Grown won first place for its
She edited it.
Sun Grown. She must have
edited
added,
it.
she must have
Oh, yeah.
added it from the hate.
Oh,
Ah, look at
I
that.
was reading. I'm like, look, they're talking about a couple of people in there who they talk about who won above that
Yeah,
one.
so she edited it in. Now post, well, because they're in the Zoom chat, post up the fucking
Okay, yeah.
the messages, because this like ridiculous.
All people seem to be more ridiculous after COVID. Like,
Oh no,
everybody's
it affected mental stability, like
yes, right?
Big time,
Also,
yeah.
don't
No,
wanna-
100%.
People are
Okay.
all different. People are different now. Yeah.
Shit. Sure. All right, wait. Hi, Lindsay. My name is Dan. I'm a founder and owner of Rebel Grown. I was disheartened to see that we were not included in your article. The Emerald Cup was created to feature the best ungrown flower close to 20 years ago. Full term outdoor has been the main event and the most important part of the cup for the culture, community, and to Tim Blake. We won our very first place award, and our third Breeders' Cup with the same plant, which I believe no one has ever done. My genetics also won three of the top 10 and 4 of the top 20, and 3 third place in the personal. Last year, my genetics won 4 out of the top 20. I am also a cannabis journalist and a senior editor with Skunk, and then I can't see the rest. And then, Rebel Grown responds, well, it looks like I've caused some drama. That was not my intention. I was trying to be polite. If it's true that the people were making abusive comments on my last post, please do not do that, and I will delete those comments. And I'm usually incredibly careful with what I say publicly. But after all this is Rebel Grown. I want to be very clear. I'm not abusive to women or anyone else. That is why I'm sharing these private messages. Knowing that we had won first place, I was excited that we would finally be getting mainstream media coverage. I don't want it this way. Please take us out of your article, Lindsay White Skunk. Anyways, and that's where we have it.
Wes, hold on. Don't X that. If you see,
Oh, sorry. I'll
uh,
put it back. I'll put it back. I'll put it back.
hey, listen, there's
I
a
was
little
already clicking.
arrow. There's a little arrow on the private message. If you pull it back up, if you hit that, it'll show the next.
Ah, there you go.
I think, right?
Yeah, there you go.
So,
I
yeah, what
missed a
else?
whole bunch there. I'm a senior editor for Skunk Magazine, and want to reach out and let you know my brand has an amazing history and story with the cup, and I was sad to not see us get credit for winning the most important award of the event.
All right, there you go. I just didn't want to make sure, like, yeah,
Yeah.
we missed maybe something crazy, but yeah. So he was in the article. He said, "Take him out." I like that. What's that all about? That's-
Where was the emotional tantrum that she speaks about right here?
oh, maybe
I
it was
added
taking
you
down
because of your
Singleton.
emotional tantrum. I didn't see emotional tantrum there, but okay, milady, sure.
See, this is what happened. You got all these people with special snowflake syndrome that have never had to fucking correct themselves before, and it's just it's a problem with these kids under the, and no offense, but a lot of people under the age of 35 or 30, 35 have this issue.
I feel like if you got participation medals and we're happy about it, these are those people.
Exactly.
I won. Please say my name.
No. You didn't win. I participated. I was there. I showed up.
Didn't you
Yeah.
see me standing there and you didn't even mention it?
And then the tie election went pretty good. Hopefully, so basically, like they don't have enough seats to form a coalition. They need like 70 more seats, and the Weed Party has 71. So it's the easiest coalition for them to form. Now they could go around them and form with other group where there could be, you know, a change in government with the Senate votes or whatever else. But you know, at least right now it looks like it's not as much doom and gloom as it looked last week.
Yeah, man. That's scary shit. Infamous probably has a better handle on it though.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, I was muted. I was gonna say, like, it's not all shutting down, like there's no immediate fear. Like, I don't know what people expected. Some people thought it was gonna like have the election and wake up the next day and it would all be illegal again, you know? And obviously that's
Yeah.
not the case. So yeah, a lot of people in the cannabis space are feeling a little bit more safe. The other people aren't saying like totally get rid of it. They're just like, it needs to be more medicalized, which has been the thing since the very beginning. They said no recreational at the very beginning. This is just like a free medical market. So it was never supposed to be intended to be like a full rec as it is, like selling joints on the beach type shit. So I think they're gonna impose a little bit more restrictions, maybe a little bit forcing it more medical, but it won't be a complete nutter shutdown. And I don't think it'll ever be made illegal to the point where anyone cares anymore. You know, no one's
Has
going to go to
anything-
jail for weed in Thailand anymore.
Has anything bad happened since it's been a free for all? Like that they could
Well, the
use
first
as like.
No, but the public
death
has been
happened.
told otherwise. That shit in Pattaya the other day, like right before the election, and the meth head that went off, that didn't help.
Yeah, this meth head went off throwing his fridge out of his hotel, and they're like, "What's wrong with you?" He's like, "I never smoked weed before, and I hit the bong." And you should have seen what I wrote. I'm like, if I never smoked weed before and I hit the bong, I'd be pretty sure I'd be in a couch, barely able to move, let alone super strengthen the
That was a
fridge out the
plant
window.
story. That was a fake planted story or something. It sounds like to me.
Oh, dude, there was so much anti-cannabis media in the last month. It's been ridiculous. Like I said, we have the first recorded death from cannabis in like history of mankind. Happened the first year cannabis was legal in Thailand. Look it up. It's like,
Yeah.
it's yeah. So take that for what it is.
People have been sucking on cannabis for thousands and thousands and thousands of years without anybody dying. What? All of a sudden now people are dying from the shit? It's not the cannabis, it's whatever else somebody's putting in it. How did they die? It fell on them? What?
Yeah. Well, I think it's more like people tweaking from it, like eating an edible that's way too powerful and then like passing out and having a heart attack or some shit. You know, the edibles are what's dangerous because people who don't smoke take like these crazy strong edibles and it really fucking tweaks them out.
Oh yeah, you get freaked out, but I don't know actually. Yeah,
You
edibles
take
are
an
different.
old person with a heart condition who never
Right.
smoked before and give him 1,000 milligram gummy. Watch
That's
his heart fucking pop, dude. But I wouldn't say that's from cannabis. That's more like a heart related, you know.
heart issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's everyone's gardens doing?
Mine's all right.
Pardon? Oh.
I need to get some plants outside.
I guess there'll be no outside season for you this year, hey Wes?
Well, I mean, they should. I mean, it should be over by the time they're flowering. I would assume. So, I mean, I wouldn't be scared to put them in. I don't know. Like, they might burn, but we'll see.
Well, they're gonna burn eventually.
Eventually, one way or another. I guess
They're gonna burn.
you got that right. I'll be the best smelling person on the block for sure when we burn.
Guarantee that's gonna happen.
Oh, I don't know. I got fire on 3 sides there. American one.
No, I'm
Yeah,
saying any
Let me show you what I'm
dealing.
dealing with here.
Any cannabis you produce though will be burnt in fires, right?
Oh yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or when you think of it, it could be made into infused into some oil. Yeah, I think we should start humans on a diet of cannabis edibles early so they can enjoy it and not get freaked out.
100%.
Agreed.
Who was
Everybody
it?
would live
Someone
forever.
was feeding their kid the zombie gummies, and they were wondering why their kids were acting weird and shit. And someone's like, "Mom, they're like edible gummies."
Mom didn't know.
No, mom didn't know, and just like found this bag of gummies, and they were
The
called like
kids have
zombie
been
gummies.
so well behaved this week.
Like the kids keep acting weird, and it's like you've been fucking dosing them with the gummies, mom.
In Jamaica,
They ate a whole
and the
bag of them
Caribbean-
bitches.
In the Caribbean, that's a common thing though. They call it bush tea.
Of course,
Like,
we'd
they'll
never
take the
endorse that
stems.
thing, but yes,
Yeah,
they,
Yeah. We're not telling you to do that. I'm just strictly stating the historical
there are
pattern there.
groups of indigenous people that do those things with making bush tea.
For their children, yes.
Yeah, so they take the stems from their buds.
They're
not
21-year-old
the flower,
children.
Just the stems.
Yeah, man.
Right, the little sticks you get in your buds that you don't put in your pipe or your stuff. They save that into a cup, and then when that's like got enough of them, they put that into a pot with tea. So it's like really mild. It's like a very very low dose. That's a common thing there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it is.
Oh God. Yeah. Weed tea. The situation. So how's Chiang Mai treating you there?
I like Chiang Mai a lot. This is way better than Touchable. It is actually there's actually shit to do here after work. Put it that way. We've been
Nice.
hanging out with a lot of other cannabis people lately from the Chiang Mai scene. So that's just we're gonna go hang out with some more tonight. So I guess there's like a pop-up at a new dispensary or something. We're gonna go see.
Cool.
Go see who else shows up there.
What's the name of the dispensary?
I don't know. I just am along for the ride. We got Canex Asia, that was fun too, in Bangkok 420. That's why I was busy. Was busy judging that. That was a lot of fun. What are you doing in your garden there, American One? What's the latest?
Oh, I have a sample of those of that MVOC, volatile organic compound fungus that grows and
Oh yeah. Tell us more about this, because we touched on it before, but I'd love for you to talk to us about that more, 'cause that was pretty
All
neat.
right, so basically I've only had them now since I guess April 26th, and I just put them in with the clones on May 5th. So I took clones and started seeds, and in one dome I have one of those containers, and in one dome I don't have anything. And I'm going to do a comparison and keep it's a fungus. All right, let me briefly explain. It's a fungus that gives off volatile organic compounds. And basically it's a smell, I guess. Like that's how I identify it, as a smell, because it's stuff that's coming off the fungus that is like, something that smells, but I don't smell it. But long and short of it is, it's not even the fungus interacting with the plant. It's just the volatile organic compounds coming off of the fungus that somehow affect the plant and make it grow bigger, healthier, faster. So that's the short of it. And I don't know if I told you on this. The way they found it is the USDA grows plants, and they would have a tissue culture operation, and they were tissue culturing tobacco plants. And one of the petri dishes went sour, and started growing some fungus on it. Well, lo and behold, all the plants around this contaminated petri dish were growing in, much more vigorous and healthy than all the rest of them. So when they noticed this, they decided to investigate it a bit, and they realized that there's a connection. And that's what started it down the whole experimentation with this. And they isolated the strain. But in the isolation of the strain, it appears that more than one of these fungus have these organic compounds that will assist plants. So it's just like another thing that's like right up my alley. I think there's so much shit that we don't know about. Like I always say, throw some crystals in your container, and because I truly do believe if there's something that says it's beneficial and it doesn't cost much and it definitely will not hurt your plant or operation, you may as well throw it in there. What the hell, right? If it's not going to hurt and it doesn't cost more than $10, I'll do it. So yeah, I got crystals in all my containers. Now there's like almost throughout all my soil that I recommend and use. But it's right up my alley. Like, we don't know what we don't know. So God only knows what benefits other stuff. Like, I love that they find out new information constantly. And this is like right up my hippy dippy alley of possibilities. And so it's been proven. I'm going to pull it up right now. I have the white paper where they have pictures. And that's what really got me interested, is these pictures of these plants underneath this, with the effect of this fungus VOCs. Made me really get interested. So, So here's the paper. It's called Exposure in Vitro to an Environmentally Isolated Strain, TCO9 of Cladosporium sphaerospermum. Triggers plant growth promotion, early flowering, and fruit yield increase. Okay, so without getting into all the minutiae of all the words, we'll just scroll on down to BAM. So the two on the left of the control, the three on the right were infected, affected with this fungus VOCs. And you can just see, look at the difference. All right, so that's the first. That's in
That's crazy.
yeah, so hold on. 20 days, 10 days and 20 days. 20 days on the bottom. They were exposed to it when they were in seedling form. And those pictures were taken 70 days after seedling sowing. So they left the fungus with them for 20 days, and that's 70 days later. Okay. So you come down here, and here actually is where and that's just the regular control. Here I think is where they tried different yeah. Oh no, I think maybe they tried different growing media for this particular strain. But in any case, let me get to the good part, which is the fruits of a pepper plant. All right, cayenne and a mini sweet pepper. The bottom rows are the yields from the VOC affected crops, and the top row is just regular start, and the middle section is tissue culture started plant yields.
Take my
So,
money.
Yeah. So and how I found out about it is Bob Faust and Josh Hedberg of BioAg were on Future Cannabis Project discussing this product, this fungus, and they were explaining how it's not like financially viable for a huge company like Monsanto to want to try and mess with this stuff because there's really not enough money in it. And like, I guess,
And it's a fungus, so like
Right.
we'll just figure out what medium it grows on, sterilize the
just-
medium,
yep.
and transfer some of it on there, and boom, we
Exactly.
will have it. Like so,
right. So part of my involvement in this is I promised that I'm not going to open the tubs that they're in because I will contaminate it. I have to mail them back to the. It's literally from the USDA. They got these samples. I have to send them back. But yeah, as soon as if it comes publicly available, well, I'll see what happens. But I'll probably get some no matter what. You know, if they're going to try and make it into
you
a viable product.
you should get some like agar plates and just put them around the outside the container and see if you get lucky.
Right. I was thinking that too. If the VOCs can come out of the container, perhaps
There's probably spores. Yeah.
Spores will probably make it. If it's spore related, I don't know much.
It'll grow on agar. It'll grow on agar
Yes.
because it's,
yeah.
So
And I did think about that too. But
Might
yeah,
be worth
maybe
a try.
it'll just come out and start growing in my soil somewhere. I don't know what it takes or how it, reproduces or whatnot. But yeah, I'm interested to find out. So now it's been 10 days, 10, 11, 12 days. And I saw the first roots out of all those cuttings that I put in. And the ones in the VOC things definitely have more roots. I actually had to pick up the other ones. Oh, no, here's some coming out the side over here. Yeah, they're all getting roots now. That one plant I have. Yeah, Steve, I got to get you another batch of. But you know what? Yeah,
that's fine. I got a different address for you.
Say that again.
I got a different address for you to send me shirts.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that the cuttings I have in there are that time wreck, and that thing is just the more I live with it, the more I'm loving on it. Because I cross it with the blueberry, and that's the ones I want to get to people. Is this time wreck by blueberry? It's my I'm really digging on it.
that's a Stacy.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
How did you know that?
I remember that shit.
Okay.
I remember that. I remember what you sent me.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yes, dude. Oh, you see now, and the Violet Beauregard. Someone else just found a Violet Beauregard. They're like, this is the best plant in my whole situation right now. He's like, it's a keeper for sure. I'm like, wow, man, that's so cool. But yeah, so it's been 12 days, and although not much can be seen. Oh, so yeah, before this, so I said I put them in the domes on May 5th. So the day I got them, I read the paperwork and whatnot. It said put them in the refrigerator in the crisper if they're not in use. Put them in the Ziploc bag they gave you and put them in the refrigerator, right? So the very next day, Josh Hedberg happened to be on Future Cannabis Project talking with he's riding skateboard. I forget what his name is on the Future Project. Anyway, he explained that they'll grow for 10 months, definitely. He's had a couple going for a little over a year now that are still growing and putting off the VOCs. But he says eventually you're going to need, like a re-up. Either you're going to inject a shot into the injection port with sugar and water or whatever, like rehydrate it and re-nutrient the fungus so it can continue to put off the VOCs and continue benefiting. That's another part of like this whole experiment that they're doing. But these things, that report was from, I think, 2020 maybe, or maybe even earlier. So like, yeah, they kind of had a grasp on this. They knew about this stuff before 2019 it was that this paper was published. So yeah, they knew about it for a while. But it is, just looking at those pictures, it's amazing, right?
That is absolutely amazing. Just like the growth difference, and so like,
and just from
that is
this,
the magic
being
syrup.
next to it, yeah,
Yeah.
it is a voodoo magic kind of thing. If it
Yeah.
works out with cannabis like that, I'm gonna find out, man.
I wonder. I wonder what caused. I wonder what is the symbiotic relationship that it gets more mass to turn it to then eat when it dies.
I have no fucking clue, man. They didn't explain the why. So anyway, what I didn't finish saying was after he said that they last like over 12 months, I was like, damn, I'm not gonna leave him in my refrigerator. So I put him, before I was ready to take clones, I put him in the flowering tent I had going. And they were in there for 10 days, give or take. So like I won't be able to like what's the word? Document the differences or if it helped at all, but at least it was in there, I'm like, so now I received 2 of the tubs of and they're little, that look like a takeout from a Chinese like a delicatessen. If you get like a half pound of macaroni salad or something, that's exactly what it looks like, with holes in the top, with filters on the holes, and then they have a injection port in the middle. But I'm gonna try and get like all my. And the other thing that I don't know, and they say that they don't know really, is how long do the benefits stay with the plant, Because I'm thinking to myself, man, I'm going to push every clone I own and make it live with that stuff for 20 days at least. And then hopefully as I continue to take cuts off of it, if the benefits last,
or is miracle. Or does it have to be around the plant the whole time? So my question is, do you need it in the flower room? Do you need it in the because obviously be more productive probably in the flower room, if that's the way it works.
See, that's what he said. That's part of why he's sending out all the testers to people, is to figure out these minutiae little things. But the pictures that I showed, they were only with those plants for 20 days as seedlings, and the pictures of those plants were 70 days old. So you could see that 20 difference, made that difference in that life of that plant. But now if you take cuttings, like I'm sure it wanes, something must happen.
Have you ever seen the guys talk about exposing seeds to the south poles of a magnet?
I sure have.
And it causes the seeds to grow better, apparently. But I've never actually done a test on it to see if it actually works. Apparently the seedlings grow straighter and stronger.
I've seen more than one YouTube anecdotal evidence of that. Yes, I actually just watched one 2 days ago. This chick tried it with I forget what kind of seeds, but she did one with the south facing up towards the seeds and north facing up to the seeds, no magnet in it, and there was another thing I think she did, but the ones of the south, I think south facing the seeds, all those germinated within a day. And then the other one that was facing the wrong way was the second best germ rate, and then the one that was all alone was the weakest. They just started when all the rest of them were already growing.
All right, Lars chimes in, and I love Lars, even though there's other shows that are referring to him as a troll. But I think he's the greatest troll that ever lived. Anyways,
I like Lars. Yeah,
I like Lars. I love Lars. But Lars says plants aren't magnetic. Well, I would tend to agree with you, Lars, except for the fact that they have magnesium. They have elements that are metals in them. So is it possible that it could help them? I don't know. I tend to think it's a little bit of snake oil to myself, Lars, but I until proven otherwise, I'm still a skeptic.
All right, well, let's figure out. Well, let's think about it for a second, right? Water is it. Water is everything. Water is everything. Does magnetics affect water at all?
I would assume so.
I don't know how.
As
right?
long as, well, not water, but water with particles in it. So like if you had well water, it would
Right.
definitely be affected by magnets because there's a bunch of iron in it, right?
Yeah, there you have it. So there's iron in the water, in the plants, and the seeds. There's iron in the cells of the plant, right? There's some iron.
Yeah,
I've heard this a few times, people putting magnets on the bottom of their buckets or strapped to the side. This is, yeah, I've heard great
I've
things.
heard about I've heard if you expose your seeds to fucking to the South Pole of a magnet and you want to do it for like a couple weeks before you plant them, I've heard that it like the bigger and like apparently if you take 5 of your seeds and do it and the other 5 don't, you'll see visible notice that the like the seedlings will come out straighter and stronger apparently. So I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. There's so much that we don't know that we don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
We don't know
Like
that we don't know it. So
15 years ago, we didn't know fucking about mycorrhizal fungus. So like,
you have it. Now it's in every single bag of soil they sell, right?
yeah, man.
Hopefully.
Right, or at least it's listed on the ingredients.
I see. Honestly, I think that's one of the snake oil things of our time because I think like, okay, I think like it may be beneficial if you're trying to grow a crop that maybe isn't from that area.
Right.
And you're trying to bring some a certain mycorrhizal fungus for a certain plant association in. But I think that like most of these funguses are available in the air anyways. I like their funguses are travel by spore and spore travels via air. So I think a lot of that stuff, like I don't think you can have soil in it and not get inoculated by a bunch of different ones. And then the ones that are able to form plant relationships with the plants you have there or present or planted or are planting, like those are the ones that will work. It will do the work in the soil. You off, Infamous?
No, I'm here. Sorry. Yeah, fucking, I was gonna say something intelligent and then I fucking spaced. Oh God, what was it? Something about the snake oil. God damn it, why do I gotta be so cooked?
Yo, the new craze is electroculture.
Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of the electroducing or whatever. Yeah, where they put the pole in, wrap the wire around it 9 times, and then have it extending above and below. Like I don't know, man. That's I don't know. That's like when you remember when fucking Swami, what's his Swami fucking said you needed to ground all your plants. I was like, really?
Well, listen to this. In Thai, what I think I might do for like a gimmick is like have the monks come in and bless the water tanks. Because it's a funny thing here, like, no, because in the Thai culture, when you do the monk thing here, if you go do the monk, there's like a standard, like,
nice
15-minute blessing. And the end of it, you actually get like this little vial of water and you slowly pour it into a cup as he enchants it. And then you take that and literally go outside the temple and pour it on the tree. Therefore, like giving the positive energy back to the earth. But
nice.
Imagine I just do that on like a commercial scale. And instead of putting it like back to the earth, I put it into the plants, into the pots.
So does that work like the same if I pee on a tree when I'm in a good mood and getting back to the
depends if you're a vegan or not.
Oh man. So obviously vegan's
did anybody
better.
else see that video of 2 Chainz with the world's most expensivest weeds? With
I have seen I have well, no, I didn't see. Was Kyle Cushman on there? I seen
Yeah,
one where
he
he was
had
in Las
Kyle
Vegas and he
Pitts
went and he
on
paid way too much for like the weed looked good. Like the weed did look good, but like it didn't look that good.
Veganic, he was calling it. It's the next level of
Oh yeah,
organic.
dude.
Vegan,
It's
organic.
almost veganic.
But he said he was charging 1,000 an ounce for it.
That's
So-
I mean, okay. I mean, he probably could pull it because, like, yeah, just his name, right? He probably could pull it. There's probably some meathead that's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking only buy it from fucking Kyle
Yeah,
Kushner,
and
bro.
it's his homegrown that he grows in his house.
Yeah,
and
I
shit.
like
No
it.
data from strawberry.
So, I
coffee.
mean, it's probably okay. I mean, it's probably okay. He's been hanging around long enough. He should be able to grow. So,
Mr. Kyle Kushman.
you know.
I want to commit with my own line of nutrients.
I kind of like Kyle.
You like Kyle? I like
Kinda.
Kyle. I mean, I'm nostalgic about all that old High Times crew because I mean, I did have to sneak. I never subscribed because I didn't want them coming to my house. But I'd go pick them up at the 7-Eleven.
I had a little spat with him about the vaccines.
Oh, was he pro slap?
Yes, he was. And I was like, dude, where are you coming from, man? I thought you were half intelligent.
Oh man.
And let me tell you, yeah, dude, anyone, all you people, I don't talk on stuff that I don't know. The vaccines are not tested proper. And in hindsight, they don't even help you. It's total.
Well,
I didn't even have to.
I know. Like I know it was special. It was something.
Yeah, I just want to say that.
It came from an email from the Chinese government. That's all you need to know. All the fucking data that they derived for all the jabs came from an email from the Chinese government. That's the data they put in to make the fucking machine into the machine to make the fucking squirt.
Man, it came
So
from Bill
fucking-
Gates.
Bill Gates just funded it. He just bought all the fucking. He's going to kill everyone, that guy.
Dude, Fauci definitely made out big time cash wise on these vaccines. They tried pushing him into making him tell. He's like, I don't have
Oh
to
yeah,
tell.
he's. I hope he gets brought before fucking Congress. Before I know he needs to be. I hope he has to answer for it. Or like
Listen,
what? Like
right.
that makes no sense. Like
Yeah. It makes no sense.
it makes no sense.
Maybe they know that the world's going to be gone in 5 years, and they do whatever. I don't know.
I don't fuck what. Well, yeah. Well, they couldn't have us just. They couldn't. They'd have to treat everybody well if they. They only had 5 years left, wouldn't they? I don't know. Nobody would be willing to work in their shitty fucking world anymore, right?
Right. I don't know what the hell's going on, but like, and since all the countries are on board, and like Canada and Australia is still pushing. No, but that way back when we were talking about Trudeau's trying to make out like he wasn't the guy saying if you don't get your vax, you ain't going.
Oh man, yeah, no, he totally was. He totally was.
We always have a choice in Canada. We didn't force this on you. It was your choice. Bull crap.
Dude, he called us racists and science deniers for not taking it. Like, I mean, he literally
dude, trust me,
you were a science denier for asking to see the science. That was the best part of that thing was
trusting the science is the furthest thing from science that anyone ever said. Trust the science. But yeah, he's just a liar trying to get out of his evilness at this point. Yeah, I go off on him constantly, or I did for a long time on Twitter. But
you're allowed to talk on Twitter now.
Oh, I got kicked off, dude. And as soon as Elon Musk bought it that day, I hit up Elon Musk, or I don't know if I hit up Elon Musk or Twitter in general, but the day after I tried getting back, they reinstated me. And
Yeah,
then
I bet you it was like 3 weeks. I bet you what it was when they were courting him and they're trying to prove how many users. They fucking probably turned them
that's
all back on.
But I
Oh
put
yeah, man.
yeah. I got kicked off for a spell because of my telling the truth.
That will happen. That will happen.
Yeah.
All the time. Shake, 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 Minora, shake it all the time. We got the hyperspace morning.
Oh hell yeah! Here, let me spotlight you.
I guess I can walk about.
Oh hell yeah!
Here's the boys. Check it. The new boys hanging out. Some selections from Burry Round Buds. He gave me 4 males. And then I picked out this pillow book from Bodie, which smells absolutely insane. But he gave me 2 different gas face males, a jelly biscuits, and a dosey bow.
Nice.
That rainbow. Yeah. Here's a bunch of different stuff. I got this Chile Verde from HBK.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, that's all looking beautiful. Loving in the sun right there, praying and everything. Beautiful color.
Yeah, dude. Some people, they say their plants melt down. I'm lucky enough I don't have that issue. Even when it is hot, like it's like near 40 right now.
Which means nothing to me, but I guess it's like 85.
40 is like 110.
Oh shit! Damn, dude. Giddy up.
Yeah,
So
this is the crab apples.
What are you feeding these girls? Italian ices?
These are all the Mephisto autos.
Wow, dude. Look at that tall one. What's that one? Do they have names?
Yeah, they've all got names. This is this is sweet cheese. This is the Sam Squanch ones. They're the short ones. That's the Mango Smiles, are the tall ones. What's this over here then? Sweet cheese, Mango Smiles, sweet cheese, and then another sweet cheese from.
I see
Sweet
one yellow
Seeds.
leaf. What's up with that, dude?
Oh, there's some yellow leaves. Scroll
I'm
right
just
on the
fucking
bottom.
with it. There's only one. So
We got a lot of plants going right now, so it's like sometimes
they're all looking good. They're all looking great, actually.
So this is the pheno hunt area for the hyperspace. This is all hyperspace. Just looking at different
fucking
phenos.
yard.
And with
That
one
looks good, man.
hive. I don't know if anyone remember when I bought those seeds in the market.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is that market land race.
Right,
This is the hyperspace.
God damn, that one's frosty.
Now,
Yeah,
wait a second. It's 100. It's 40. And how many hours of light are you getting? These aren't all
12
flowers.
No, these are 12 hours. Everything I put out
you guys
here.
are in Thailand.
Yeah, we get 12 hours all year round. So
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I fucking snap. Yeah, brain thought.
well, you can definitely see like the Romulan structure on some of these. Like,
dude, I got the Romberry, bro. That should twist my mind. It's
like if you can see the frost on some of these, it's
special.
maybe get a better angle there.
Nice.
Dude, no one comes and fucks with your shit and takes fucking every.
Yeah, and then you got
I take
like
a lower
these
when you
short
weren't
ones.
looking.
I like these short ones. They're like the faster and they're like stacking.
Yeah,
hard.
look at that. There's as much pot on that, as much buds on that one as the tallest one. You know what I mean? That's the kind I like. Like you one you were just touching. Yeah.
Yeah. There's like I think there's like 3 main phenos. There's like this like medium.
Right. Yeah. A little spacing.
There's
Yep.
the short ones with the big colas. And then there's the ones
The
like
donkey
this,
dicks.
really, really skinny buds that are just like looks
Right.
weird.
I see that.
And there's a few of them. So and the tops look like stupid. Like, so these might be the hash ones. And then let's get out of here. Some more.
Yeah, if you turn your camera sideways, does it change the?
Oh, is that what's wrong?
That's a little bit bigger right here. I don't think it.
I think it's just it's too bright.
Yeah,
It's having
that's
trouble
why it's not
focus. It's
focused.
there's too much light going in the sensor, I think, actually.
Some chili peppers. More stuff I got transplanted. Just needed a couple days to harden off. And this is all the crab apples and the red circles. I didn't have as much room for these. So, and these have just started.
Nice.
Yeah. There's some real nice phenols. Like this one I like the look of. And these are the infamous Times, the sour candy shop from Jordan of the Islands.
Right.
Yeah, so. Yeah, but these are a little bit behind the other ones, but still managing to keep the heat all natural too. We haven't done any IPM on them just to see how they do with the bug resistance. So everything's all natural.
They all look healthy, man. I don't see much bug damage anywhere. I mean, nothing that you wouldn't expect to see outside.
No,
You're always
there's
gonna have a little,
obviously-
always gonna have a little bit, but you're never gonna really have a big problem. I don't find.
no, like here you can see it kind of got some caterpillar damage.
Yeah.
But nothing that like destroyed anything, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, these are the experiments and the trials. So
Looks good, man. Garden looks healthy.
yeah, it was, I don't know if I mentioned this before. I don't know if it was this week or last week, but it was cool to go through. Somebody posted their menu and it was a bunch of my strains that I made on the menu. And I was like, that's pretty sick.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice, nice.
Things like that kind of is what I'm into it for. You know, a designer likes to see people.
Yeah, no,
wear
no.
their clothes. I like to see people.
Yeah, it
know.
sucks if you're an artist and your art doesn't get famous till you're dead, like, so you don't even fucking know, like, that would suck, like,
Yeah.
you never make any of the money, yeah, because that'd be terrible.
That's why I don't do any painting. I'm scared my art will be too valuable. They just whack me to up the price.
I would buy a Infamous. It's right up there with the Hunter Biden, isn't it?
Oh my God. Don't compare me with such elegance as Hunter Biden. I think his
I feel like you guys
his
could.
profit margin strokes are unbeatable.
Well, I mean, you're not
compared to
going to
most.
catch him for being paid, but I mean, like, I do feel like you are equal caliber artist.
I'm pretty sure I can't do as good as Hunter Biden, honestly.
Well, we know you're not
But-
going to do as well as Hunter Biden, but
But
I'm saying
could
you're
I
equal
maybe
artist.
lose a laptop? Possibly. You know?
A laptop full of artists and videos of
Yeah,
reprimanding
someone
hookers. It was
finds all,
fucking.
like, weed photos on the laptop.
I liked when 4chan hacked his fucking iTunes again and like downloaded all the stuff, and he's kept doing the exact same shit. Like it was like that was awesome. 4chan
Dude,
is fucking 4chan is great at times. I mean, like,
Dude, 4chan took years of my life. Please, please. Like
I
my
can't
first
hang
2
out there,
years
but
of
like
university was all fucking going down to the Scientology place next to the BCMP, dude. Do you realize how close the Scientology place is in Vancouver to the fucking weed epicenter? It's like literally the next block. Like you can see it from the fucking weed cafe. So we would get stoned as tits and go fuck with these Scientologists. And it was like ridiculous. And yeah, lots of fun. But I can actually tell you heaps about Scientology because of all that anonymous shit. Hacking into the fucking computers and getting like all the different videos and shit that you got to pay like thousands of dollars to get, bro. I watched all that shit. Fucking yeah.
Apparently you make it to like level 13 or whatever, and level 14's never even been created. So like you're stuck, everybody's stuck at level 13 forever.
Yeah. The only way to get to level 14 is to suck L. Ron Hubbard's dick, and he's dead. So fucking the only person.
I mean,
who
that's
gets
about the only way I'm gonna blow somebody. It's gonna be a ghost, right? Like,
I thought occult's illegal. Someone should drop the hammer on that organization.
What's the difference between a cult and a religion, American one?
Nothing.
sexual acts.
No,
The founder is dead.
you're allowed to leave the church. You know, you could, yeah.
Is there a cannabis church?
Yeah,
there is in Toronto.
yeah,
I'm
there's
a
couple of them, I
pastor.
think. Yeah.
I'm a pastor at it. Yeah, I'm a fully ordained minister. It was a try. It was something they tried for a minute.
Can you marry people, Wes?
I don't really believe so. I don't know. I gave them $25 and they sent me a certificate, but I don't have it anymore. So it didn't seem like one of those legal. When the church got busted, I kind of went my own way.
Imagine if
one
you
with
can
4chan
write your
was,
seed sales off as a religious expense, you know?
Yeah.
one of the better ones with 4chan was them inventing the word Santorum. To name it after that super anti-gay Pennsylvania congressman. So they made his last name like the definition of like the mix of like cum and anal juice from G-Sex, which is fucking hilarious.
That's hilarious. Yeah,
That
fucking with Shia LaBeouf was pretty good too.
Oh, that was pretty amazing.
That was pretty amazing.
Pool's closed.
Retriangulating the sun's position with overhead jet traffic to figure out where his fucking flags were.
So he's super into
going
aquaponics.
out with air sirens across.
Who's that, Shyla?
Triangulating by the sound and shit.
So he's really into aquaponics. He used to order shit from aquaponics stores all the time.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He's always nice on the phone.
Guess after you've been molested a whole bunch, you just want to grow some plants.
I mean, ever since I went to Neverland Ranch, I've needed to smoke weed.
Dude.
Old Michael, he took me in the shower.
I watched a video today of Australia where they had little kids twerking, bro, like drag queen story time, and it's fucking absolutely disgusting.
Dude, what are the parents? What the hell is going on in this world, man?
Dude,
I wonder why they don't ever go to old age homes.
You know, I could understand. It's not a big deal if the parents were into that like 5 years ago or whatever, 10 years ago. If the parents were into it, whatever, that's all good.
No, hell no. Leave kids the fuck alone. You like kids, be kids. That time is for being a kid. That's about fucking thing of G.I. Joe's, Barbies, and that type of shit. Like, leave the innocence alone. Let them have it as long as they fucking will keep it.
It's like catch-22. The parents don't want the kids crossing the street until they're like fucking 18, right? They baby them that way. And then on the other hand, they're just like, yeah, it's crazy. I don't know, man.
And another thing that's crazy, bro, is they got all these single fucking weirdos, bro, teaching the kids. The people that are the teachers are fucking weird nowadays.
Yes.
Like, it used to be growing up, bro. All the teachers that I had were kids' parents from the school, bro. Fucking,
Oh,
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, there's a
Mr.
lot.
Fucking dad was the
And
math teacher. Fucking,
like,
you
I
know.
don't get the like I didn't even know my fucking teachers' first names, let alone like like whether who they're married to or like any of like why would I know any of that? They're teaching me school shit. Like Miss
Yeah.
whatever was Miss whatever, you know, like that's it. Just she was just a teacher, the math teacher or the English teacher, or like what the like I don't know.
Dude, it was fucking weird. I know exactly what you're saying. We had a teacher, Mr. Jarvis, and he used to talk like this. And he was really, really like metro. And he was like everything you would expect a stereotypical gay person to act like, look like, dress like. But he was married to this like smoking hot little teacher called Mrs. Jarvis, right? And she just couldn't have kids. So they loved kids and shit, whatever. They were teachers. But they were like the only teachers that I knew of our school that like, but we never even could ask Mr. Jarvis if he was gay. We wouldn't be like, Mr. Jarvis, are you gay? Let alone fucking coming in with gay pride
No,
flags and
we'd
fucking,
make jokes about it, but then that would be about it. Like
bro, and it would be like borderline, like get you kicked out of school shit. Like, you can't be saying Mr. Jarvis is gay. Like that's unacceptable. He's married. You're gonna like fuck his life up and shit, you know? Now it's like kids are coming to school in Canada and you can't even say you have a dad. You got to say you have a parent so you don't offend the kids that fucking have two moms and shit and fucking whose dad ran away or fucking all the other bullshit.
or
It's wild.
we just had the kid and all the forms are birth person now. It's like, nah, dude. Like
Dude, look at the birth certificate for Canada. The gender section is like 21 questions, bro.
Identified as an attack helicopter. That's one
I
thing I
do.
never understood. You got a peg, you got a hole, you got both, or you want the other one.
Who was it
That's
today?
it, right? Like this isn't any more complicated than that.
Who was it said you either suck dick or you don't? You know what I mean? Every man wants to hit the slap. Two
You ever suck a
slaps
dick you
don't
didn't like?
work. So you're either sucking dick or you don't. It's it. There's no like in betweens.
Well, no, and look, I also understand like some of the stuff where like why some people have health stuff or other things, and it's easier to go through all that. But the number of people that actually regret it is pretty low, and I think that a lot of this too is just like dog whistling from the Republicans and mostly the super loud evangelical Christian
Oh,
Taliban trying to fucking turn the U.S. into a Christian national state. But like I don't know. I think people just get
Hands made
way
in
too
tail,
fucking
bro.
stupid. But I think that there's not enough attention on like the opposite of it. Like yeah, I have some friends of mine this week that went off about some of the drag story hour stuff, and then they're posting their daughter who's dressed like a stripper at
oh
like
my God.
8 or 7 at some cheer thing, and it's like, I'm sorry, I I think both of these are exploitative for children.
100%. Yeah,
Why are
no,
we
they're both
allowing other
exploded.
kids? Yeah, this is crazy. Like I don't understand why the cheerleading is okay, but the other shit isn't. It's like this is nuts.
Oh, I totally agree. I totally agree with you on that as well.
I'm with Wes. Like, just let kids be kids. Certain things
Anyways.
you don't even have to talk about until they're at least 10 years old. In my opinion, 10 years old, nothing's happening before 10 years old. They're not getting anyone pregnant. They really haven't found themselves out. Like, you know what I mean? There should be no necessary changes. 9 to 10 years old, you could start fiddling around with some stuff. Maybe like talking about, you know,
No, but I
how
think the
things are.
problem is
You
a
know?
lot of these kids get abused and then they're confused or they were taught that things are okay that they aren't. And I think that that's really well, a lot of the stuff that people talk about is like teaching kids about stuff. Most of it just has to do with not being abused. You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's what
And identifying abuse.
they want it to be, or that's what the good people want it to be, where people are accepted for whatever they are. That's fine. But then there's the other side, there's other people that's not what it's about. It's not about I don't
Man, I
know.
want to live in a place where people can be whatever they want to be. Just like you can be whatever you want to be, just as long as it doesn't infringe on my rights. And that's about it. And just let's keep it away from the kids because they don't need the they don't need it till they're I don't know. I don't know what's appropriate age.
Yeah, I don't know age either, but
No,
but
but
like I'm saying before,
I do think though, having strictly allowing the schools to be like, hey, this is abuse. If someone's doing this, to you, you need to tell an adult that's not them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That
yeah,
I'm
oh
okay
yeah,
with.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Like
And
if
almost
someone,
that's needed because of so much fucked up shit that you see from
yeah,
these
you're
guys.
right.
You know what I mean?
If someone's touching you with the air here or there and you're uncomfortable, run away and tell somebody. Yeah, like that's what you mean,
Exactly.
right, Bowden? Yeah,
Yeah. Or go to the nurse, go to the principal, go to someone you feel safe with. That's the most important.
right. Yep.
But they don't. I don't know. We can talk about something else. It's a weed show.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's true.
Let's get
Yeah,
another
yeah.
topic. Yes. Marijuana, y'all.
What strains are you guys excited to pop?
Oh man, I got some killers coming up. I've got the blueberry cupcake from the Humbled Seed Company, the flavor burst from the Sigma series, from the Soulify Exotic collab. Fuck, what else do I got? I got a few more things too tucked away, but those are the two right off the top of my head. And a bunch of shit I'm about to flower out for the first time, which is pretty sick. But imagine you got a whole new round of genetics you're playing with now, Potent.
Yeah. Well,
And did you narrow down
about-
some winners that you keeping?
yeah. There's that definitely all got right. Yeah. Anyways, one before I transitioned, everything got pheno hunted. So, yep.
Now, are
Now
you
I'm up
offering
there.
clones? You're offering
What's up?
clones. You're offering clones in Thailand, right? Toad.
Yeah, we'll have clones. We have
Is that your
product.
Instagram page that I see or no?
No, that was just a company I was working. So I did my 6-month contract, and I'm doing a different company, with a different contract.
Okay.
Yep. Well, I just couldn't come to an agreement on going forward, and I was getting frustrated with some shit there. So here's what it is. Part of being in a new
Yeah.
market. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Lots of people like that here at the moment.
Yeah. But that's all right. I'm like, it's way nicer up here hanging out with recreational rosin and Baba and all the other awesome growers up here in Chiang Mai. It's like going from being like no English except for podcasts and Discord to like actually having intelligent conversation in person. It's like, I forgot that. Like,
You'll take any English conversation at this point, but
basically.
now are there a lot of people that want to practice their English with you?
I mean, in Chiang Mai, it's because it's a heavier tourist area. Up here,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
like
so they'll be way
a
more fluent.
lot more speakers. Like even the Thais, all of them know like a little bit of English, So it makes it a lot easier, but it's making me like a little harder to learn Thai though. The village life, you're like, nope, you have to learn it. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
But
So I entered this cannabis cup and there's like different prizes, but I actually think I want the third prize, which is all these strains for Mass Medical. And so like, if I win, it'll be like kind of weird because it'll be like, can I just switch prizes with the Mass Medical strains? Keep the money. I just want that like giant seed pack. But I'm interested to see the criteria. It's their first cup with a lot of people who are like pretty new. And so the criteria is there's no They're not basing it on numbers because numbers don't mean shit. They're not basing it on smell because I don't understand why. Not basing it on like density or like look of the bud. They say they're basing it on like medical value, but how do you determine the medical value without the numbers and the smells? And so I'm curious to see what comes of this.
All right, so wait, I missed the part. If you win, you get a chunk of money, and if you get first prize, you get a chunk of money. If you get second prize, you get a ton of seeds.
No, I think it's third prize is a ton of seeds. Let's find out exactly what it was.
All right, so this is what you do. You win the whole thing. You take half of the money that you won. You buy it from the third place guy, and that's how you win everything.
Yeah,
Boom.
that's pretty smart.
Yeah,
I know. That's the only kind of ideas I end up with. No, I'm joking.
I believe America One may play poker. That's a poker player's deal right there.
I missed my calling. I should have been a lawyer. I could
Oh, yeah.
rationalize. I could rationalize like just about anything. Like if you
And-
want to cheat on your wife and you wear a condom, you're having sex with a condom. You're not cheating on your wife. You're actually having sex with that condom. You have nothing to worry about more. You're right, kid. So there you go. You see how I could be your lawyer?
Absolutely.
Like you could I could probably pass lie detector tests. All you gotta do is believe, like literally, if you rationalize, like I just did in my head, I could say that I did not have sex with that woman, and I believe it because I didn't. I had sex with that stupid condom.
You didn't kill that guy after he was dead, did you?
Oh, how about the guy they found hanging from a tree with an electric rope and
and the shotgun like
shot to the chest, and it was suicide.
The shotgun was only located 20 feet away. I mean, like it allegedly could have flown there. I mean, big deal that he was the guy that brought Epstein to the White House.
It's like seven times. His name is
I mean, it had something to do with that anyways.
You know, if you kill everyone that was on that island, that's it. I mean, like, it's already too late. I don't understand why they don't just, well, I guess I do understand why they don't let everybody know is that, because then we would be out of a government, out of
You're trying to get us killed right now. Like,
oops. Let's go back to misgendered people or whatever. No, I'm joking.
Hey, you know the crazy thing though about that island is if you look up SpongeBob's address in the episode,
that's not true. That's not really true. That's not really true. No, that one's not true. No,
there's a lot of things I found on the internet.
I saw the fact check on that one. That one is not no.
Bikini Bottom. You can look
Don't
it up
ruin
yourself
my
on
conspiracy life over here. Ross. Let me live in the illusion.
Yeah, that one's lacks fact, but like I mean, like it was. I was like, ooh, you know me. I like a good conspiracy theory. So I was all, let's see what we got here, but no, it turned out to be factless.
The guy who hung himself and shot himself in the chest with a shotgun, that's a real story.
Weird how that didn't make much news.
Yeah, but we don't know in the whole realm of the world too. Humans are clueless. I have no idea, but I know that I have no idea of who really controls what happens, you know?
Yeah, and then how many of them were honeypotted and then had no idea? And then, but I mean, he probably had some idea. They didn't look, that was part of the guy's creepy fucking shit, so.
Dude, Alex Jones is controlling it all. That's the twist.
He must be, because like he keeps getting it right. Like he been saying some crazy shit, like, and then all of a sudden couple years later, it's right.
What's all
Yeah,
happening?
it's funny because he makes it sound so crazy and eccentric at the time, just by the
Yep.
way he like puts the data out that everyone's like, "You're crazy."
They're
And then he's
gonna
like,
they're
"I
gonna
told
get us
you."
with a
I'm
vaccine, man.
gonna,
They're gonna.
did you see that
I'm
clip? I'm
telling
gonna
you,
eat you
the
for
fucking
lunch
lizard people are
tomorrow.
coming for us.
I'm gonna eat you for lunch tomorrow. But I had a thought in my head. I forgot now. Oh, who's controlling the world? Shit. I still forget.
Clouds? Cannabis is controlling us and using us to cultivate it and slowly have it geodiversified and take over the
agree.
world.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, do you guys
100%.
know those fainting goats rather?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I didn't realize that's like a physical anomaly thing that they have. And if humans didn't care for them, they would go extinct almost immediately because the predators will just eat them up.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize this until I read it today. I knew they fainted and shit.
Yeah,
but I was like,
that's got to be selectively bred because somebody thought it was funny. Like,
the breed would disappear if it weren't for human intervention because they just would
I
pass
feel
out.
like other than Texas Longhorn, like all cows would be that way. They can't deliver, like Texas Longhorn can deliver their own steers, but all the rest of cows need a vet to fucking deliver. So like
I
they're
didn't know that shit.
they're basically done when humans are done. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I never grew up on a farm.
Upstairs. And wait a second. Oh, by the way, Potent, I found a killer selection of the Dirty Taxi out of that pack. So
Nice.
fucking all hail the Dirty
Very cool.
Taxi. I can't even touch it because my fingers turn to glue.
Oh, nice. I gotta get that cut from you. For a few good cuts right now.
Well, I'm in deep thought. What are your guys' excuse?
I've been working on a bunch of spreadsheets and some other stuff this morning while we're talking. So,
Oh, and he's always multitasking. That's good.
well, no, so
Yeah,
this show, like, I'm working on the other show, like, then I can like, hey, this is my time to like do the podcast. But this show, I just work through it.
I'm gonna
Oh,
have to do spreadsheets now. I think I'm gonna try to like rally for some investors to try to get like a bigger spot sorted out. That's all kitted out because yeah, I was kind of worrying about it before and I had a bunch of people wanting to give me money and I was like, nah, if the government changes but I think it's kind of looking okay. So it might be time to selectively pick who gives me some money and expand the operation. You know, feel if you don't keep expanding at this point in the game, you're gonna fucking get chewed out fast. And fucking yeah. Scary. Everyone's getting pretty big pretty fast, you know.
Is bigger better, or if you get medium sized with product that people want is more important?
Yeah, I'm just like right below that line where I'm just kind of like
Okay, I got you.
I need to be that like the next level
Next
up,
level
really be
up
like
so that people
producing
know
up
who the fuck you
constantly,
are.
like
Yeah.
have a monthly new menu of like
Yeah.
all new shit, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so Thailand.
Lighters.
And I want to be able to do more clones. That's my thing right now. I'm like spaced out. I got everyone hitting me up for clones and I'm maxed out. So
Yeah, but I remember now a thing that Bill Clinton said to that longtime woman.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I remember that one too, but no, this is the quote I was thinking of.
No,
He said-
that's what I remember.
when he was asked about UFOs and stuff, I think, and he said, "There's a government above ours that I have no control or say over," and then he left it at that, which I kind of think is like, yeah,
Personally, I've never heard that one first.
it wasn't recorded, so. But the woman who said he said it was a very reputable, like 80-year-old lady. I'm gonna go look it up now and see if I can get some evidence of this.
It's the Bilderberg group, man. The Bilderbergs.
Bilderbergs.
Oh, there's a level above the Bilderbergs, bro.
Yeah.
The tip of the
Or-
bergs.
You know,
The tip of the bird.
my theory is each of these little bergs, you got the Skull and Bones group, you got the Bilderbergs, you got anyone who goes to Bohemian Grove, whoever has these organizations, the one that rules them all, it's just probably like a mafia. There's a head guy out of all of them, one guy that goes up to the meeting, you know, one guy from Bilderberg, one guy from Skull and Bones.
And he
one
knows
guy from
everybody's
whatever.
secrets, and they've all
And
blown him once.
They all smoke cigars of really stupid good weed, maybe do some androchrome and talk about how they're going to better themselves at our expense for the next year.
So the whole adrenochrome thing. First off, it's not that difficult to synthesize, right? So there's no
Yep.
reason why they would ever need to harvest it from humans. And then
Nah.
also to extract it from humans is
I got
like,
an answer for that
it's
one.
extremely difficult from like a cat, like an actual like even if they were marking a bunch of people, like
Yeah, but it's about the ritual of
there's not a
eating the
good way to
baby.
process it. Like it is in humans, but it's not an easy way. It's in such trace amounts that spread around that you're not going to get like a concentrated amount out of like even like dozens of people. So like just on the science part, like it's not how it works.
All right, I can almost buy that, but have you tried Marinol, Houghton?
Yes, I don't like Marinol. It was very uncomfortable. It was like
Yeah, that's like that fake
similar to like just
adrenochrome. I don't like
dabbing.
that shit either.
You
like the
dab
real
like pure
stuff.
THCA crystals with like no terps. It's like
Yeah,
Oh, dude, the chick
Marinol.
thought she was dying. The chick thought she was
Yeah.
dying. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same as Marinol. That's how it feels. At
They
least to me.
gave, I tried it. I didn't feel nothing. They gave this lady, injected her into her veins, a mixture of THC and CBD. She was laughing. She couldn't stop laughing. It was like you did the funnest edible ever and lost control. Then the second time they gave her a shot, straight THC, she was like paranoid. She's like, no, this is not good. And she's like, yeah, this is not good. She hated it. She hated it. And yeah, I thought that was very interesting. But yeah, that's a good story though. But you know what is true 100%? If you get a blood transfusion from a younger person, you will see benefits from that blood transfusion 100%. It's
Well,
proven.
Queen Elizabeth used to have like 2 13-year-old kids living in the palace where she would get like weekly transfusions. That's not like a myth. You can Google that up, bro. They were
So
like
there you have
the
it. It's
royal
true.
blood type or some shit.
Allegedly, the Chinese government knows where all of their officials' matches are for kidneys and hearts and that in their public.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Another reason not to go to the doctor.
Or China.
Yeah, or more China. Yeah. Although I do want to see that Great Wall at some point, and they do have some really good poker games there.
I heard the Great Wall. I heard the Great Wall had the openings on the if it was the other side.
Yeah. No, they had these. They have that hidden openings that were that are bricked in, and they're just like one layer of bricks, so that like 8 soldiers can smash through it and get through, but like nobody knows where they are except for the general. So like nobody knows where they are in the wall.
Okay.
So that it allows them to surprise attack too.
North Korea has a huge tunnel network dug into to penetrate Seoul. They actually almost killed the prime minister with an assassin team using one of those tunnels not that long ago.
Crazy.
tunnels are intriguing, man. The motherfuckers from Mexico had the one that they caught Chapo, right? It was like over a mile long. Oh no, they made one. They made one under the prison, and he fucking went underneath the shower, got on a motorcycle, and drove out of the place. That's what it was. That's what.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's got to be fun and not fun. It would be like fun. I wouldn't want to be in there digging though.
I mean, that dude got paid really well. They dug that tunnel.
I'm sure he did. You know, my dream.
I'm sure he's like sitting pretty now.
I live. If you dig down 10 feet, you're gonna hit water probably where I live, give or take. There's like, I know there's some 20 feet of spots, but I always dreamt of like, if you lived in the middle of America, you could like build a 10-story home underneath your house that no one would even know about. You know what I mean? If you just kept digging.
Just Shawshank it, like keep bringing the dirt up in your pants and like drop it.
Well, no, if you hit probably the right sand, you could just like start making concrete, you know, and building a wall around your property or something. I don't know, but like, yeah, that was always a dream when growing weed when it was illegal and you know, fucking be fucked up from it. It's like, yeah, man, it would be great to have like a little underground that no one knows about. And there has been this. I have newspaper articles of this one in Texas. There was this rock entry. You lifted up the rock, and there was a ladder that you had to go down. But once you went down there, dude, it might have been shipping containers. I don't know, but it was huge. It was a huge place.
That was in BC.
That was in BC. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
That was a different one. I know they had.
You're talking about that one that was kicking around Facebook for a while, right? Yeah.
No, this
was
one
all underground shipping containers and shit.
Yeah, train cars, right? They did, or one was a train car setup. They had
train cars would probably do better than shipping containers because shipping containers can barely do more than just hold themselves up. Like they're not. They actually make terrible for building with.
Got you. Yeah.
You'd have to reinforce them to put them underground pretty good, I think.
They got busted because in like the middle of winter, they were getting propane delivered to this like location and there was nothing there, but the propane delivery was going and it got stuck in the snow or some shit. I forget, but
back in Prohibition days, I used to have an old arc welder that I put out in my front driveway, and there was a fucking and I had an old fucking trailer that would just sit out there too. There was like half finished welding, and like fucking, so it would look like there was a reason there was all this extra power being used by this place.
Get a couple kilns, right? You know what, boys? I'm fading fast. I got shit to do in the morning tomorrow, so I'm gonna be dropping.
Okay. Thanks for coming, man.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
man,
always signing up with you guys. And yeah, so the elections are over. You got your new people in, and they calm down on their rhetoric of really dismantling it all. No, none of that happened yet.
So how it works is they have to form a new party. The people that won are anti-weed, but they're going to need at least 70 other representatives for it to go smoothly. But like the problem is like we don't know. There's a other group of 250 senators, and they haven't voted yet. And depending on what they do, and how things shake out after that, probably is the nice way to put it. Is kind of decide that. But it looks like either way, there's a really good chance that the party that won 71 votes, which is the pro-weed party, is going to end up in one form or another in the ultimate coalition, because they need 70 more seats and they have 71. So that's like the easiest group, rather than them working with like 3 or 4 other parties to get the votes they need. It's the easiest thing for them mathematically to do, to just cement power. You know what I mean?
Okay, I understand. Yeah.
So that's kind of the reason why people are a little bit more optimistic. Plus, I mean, in the event that like the other group that could be, take power, they're pretty involved with cannabis. Probably at least won't repeal it. They might restrict it a little bit, but it's they're not gonna. It's looking
Right.
like there's a lower chance that things will get banned outright. Which didn't
Okay,
look-
right.
I mean,
It's just going to be more regulated a bit, which might be
Yeah.
good for some people, right?
Yeah,
Some
well,
people will be better off.
it's
if it's a little
just
more
like-
regulated.
There's no regulations at all right now. There's no
Right.
law. There's no fucking anything.
Right.
So
It's
it's like
a free for all, right now.
pretty much, yeah. Like just report your harvests and your sales, and that's it. No tax, no nothing. That's it. Like regular business tax. And people are even debating if you should pay tax because if, like on Thailand, you don't pay tax if you're a farmer doing produce or whatever. So
I think they should have really menial, like trivial amount, 1-2%.
I
You got to
think
give them
it should be
something.
depending on where they sell it, there should be different zones for the taxation. Like, people that live up north where I live and where Canada lives, no one can afford to pay what they can afford to pay in Bangkok and Pattaya for the
Right.
tourists and stuff.
I
So
got you.
there should be some sort of, like, I hate to say it, like white tax, like tax the tourists coming in.
Yeah.
Making sure they gotta buy like a special card or something to get weed if they're tourists or.
You know, they
fucking,
have
Or have to see some kind of like Thai professional that can write them the prescription, take if it's medical or whatever, right?
Yeah, I think that's
And then-
coming down the line where like everyone's
then-
gonna need to get a card registered for medical. That
'Cause
way
the
they
in-
can
the-
brush off and say there's no rec cannabis in Thailand. It's kind of like California was for a while. Now
right.
you just
That's
go in
right.
and read what
Because they're
the doctor
they're
has written on the wall as you talk to him on an iPad,
but that's it though. They want it's medical. They don't want it to be called recreational. Even the
No.
anti-weed people are for medical, right? I guess is what I'm meant to say.
Yeah, they're all anti what it is now. When they say
Right.
anti, there's like one guy that says decriminalize it.
Right.
Like,
One
no, I
guy
mean,
says,
criminalize it, make it legal again, and everyone else is saying they need like
Fucking
medical
lightweight.
restrictions on it,
Say fucking lightweight.
Dude, and he's a pimp. If you actually look at him, he's like a cartoon character, Asian
Literally
pimp
on his
dude. He's got
bra.
like aviators and a
Does
big
he like
cigar.
drinking alcohol?
Dude, he has like the biggest massage parlors in Bangkok.
It must be because he sells the alcohol and makes a lot of money on the alcohol, no?
Sure.
And
I
the
just think
hose, but
people
the-
don't.
Man, weed never stopped me drinking alcohol.
But it probably stopped you from going to the rub and tug.
What? I
I'm
never
more
really
likely
needed to go to the
when
rub
I'm
and tug.
when
I
I'm
could just
drunk
talk
or
to
fucked
girls.
up.
Like,
I get kicked out of bars when I get drunk. No way.
You don't understand the Asian philosophy behind the rub and tug, eh? It's not the same as the Western philosophy. All right.
Okay.
It's a
Tell us.
very common business thing for like guys to do, actually. Like someone to take you out for like a business meeting where you want to get like a little bit informal. That's kind of, you go to like the KTVs or whatever. It's like an indoor karaoke and you can be a menace and then leave.
oh, snap.
All right, but I'm not going to get into that. We'll drop it there.
I believe you. I believe
Oh
you.
no, I was under
I
that
believe you.
impression
I
pretty
mean-
much.
And this has nothing to do with anywhere. It's called KTV culture in like Asian business. You know,
Dude, I was in Louisiana like 10 years ago now. Fuck year was it? I don't know, but dude, I didn't know it was like that either.
The other thing too that's common, especially in Asian culture, they'll take you out, get you really drunk, and try to get you to talk about stuff that they want to learn. And that's always hilarious. There's a guy who used to do that to me in Harare in Africa and in Zimbabwe. And with this guy from Hong Kong, we would go out, and he's a really nice guy, but we would kill like a bottle of booze, and then he's like, oh, I guess, and I'm like, cool, like next bottle, let's go. And you know what I mean? Like,
Here, wait a minute. I have
Yeah.
questions.
like me in Canada, I'll put away a bottle of Sang Som and Lao Khao on a Good Friday night. Like,
It's fun. Speaking of that, me and my girlfriend were watching episodes of Cannabis yesterday, and it was all like the white boys, like, check out my grow, check out my genetics, and then they visited this like Chinese grow, and it was all like super serious, like we manufacture quality products, and like they were just like, wow, the labor in this place is amazing. It's almost like a racist episode. It's hilarious. And there's like one white guy there. He's like, I didn't want to work here because I couldn't speak Chinese, but they got the best facility and all this shit. But it's like the most unhappy episode of Canna Crib you've ever seen in your life. And it's like, yeah, check it out. It's hilarious. It's actually like awkwardly funny compared to all the other episodes.
So wait a second, Potent. He was trying to get like information on the United States government or information on what fish he should put in his pond for his aqua pond. What kind of questions was he asking?
Oh, you muted Potent. He was like, "Did you used to work military? What can you tell me about military?"
Yeah.
Good thing I was muted. I almost said the wrong thing. No, I'm just kidding. No, they wanted to know who the owners were on the African side and who our government connections were. That was what he was asking.
I got you now. They wanted
He
to
was
get
trying
in
to
on
figure
that.
out who
Trying to get to
and-
the like the
Yeah.
deal. Your dealer's dealer is what they were looking for. You guys
Yeah.
were ever in that spot? You're like, man, I wish I knew where this guy was getting his shit from because I'd fucking skip right over this motherfucker.
I've encountered that a few times.
That's a long time ago now, man. It's so bizarro now. Fucking weed's like legal. What the fuck? All right, but yeah, like I was saying, I'm on my way out, man. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for the
Have a great day,
hospitality.
sir.
It's always fun chatting. I hope we didn't get kicked off the internet, man. I forgot we were like live on YouTube and shit. So
We hit all the hot buttons today.
yeah, we hit a
Sure.
bunch of
Apparently
them.
so.
All right, peace out, chat
Actually, I have to
too.
get. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No worries. I was just saying peace out to chat. And yeah, thanks again for the hospitality. And yeah, we'll catch you guys
Awesome,
next
man.
week.
Thanks for coming,
And
dude.
on
Love
you're
having you.
gonna be on Thursday? That's tomorrow, Potent.
Dave Scott's going to be joining us from Jamaica. We hopefully got his internet situation sorted out tomorrow. So
All right, cool.
Okay.
I'll be checking
Another
in.
Canadian legend.
yeah,
All
he's
right,
awesome.
boys. Peace out.
I gotta get rolling too. I gotta finish this up and then check in before we go to lunch. So I will
Right on.
catch you guys
All
tomorrow.
right. Well, I guess shut it down.
Yeah, man. I guess that's it. Peace out.
All right.